Sportscast Sports Talk 101 on digital radio, on the app, on your smart speaker, on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch.tv, and Facebook. Sportscast Sports Talk 101.
Discuss, debate, entertain, and loud.
Sportscast Sports Talk 101.
Yo, man. Oh, man. I love
You
this.
Man, super wild card weekend. Good God, did it hold up
We had
to
some
its?
some good games.
Heck yeah, we did. My chat
I'm
thing
not
is
even gonna lie, man.
not there, but-
I was scared about the Seahawks when stupid Jimmy Ward got burnt by Metcalf. What's his name? Gino threw that 50-yard pass.
Yeah.
Metcalf got burnt, and then Jimmy Ward went and tackled the damn quarterback when he was down, and got a damn penalty, and put them and got them to get a point above us during the halftime. But we came back and we won. Way to go, Niners! What's up? What's up, Aaron? Ed, what's going on, man?
Man, crazy. Good God, I don't even know where to begin except call Jacksonville winning that shit. I said
You didn't hold on. 30-31. Come on, man. Come on. 30-31. They barely.
Halftime. Where were they
Barely.
at halftime? They were. Oh, that's right.
Hey.
27-0. They were down
Hey.
27-0 and win it.
Let me tell you something, man.
That was the worst first half performance I've ever seen out of a quarterback.
Chargers. Don't be that overrated team, please. Don't be it looks good on paper. You blew it.
So this is what happened. They did so bad, they fired everybody again. The last time they were in the playoffs, and I remember when they were really good, they were 15-1, and they lost in the first round. And that was when they had oh damn it, I can't remember the coach. Wasn't Shanahan.
I know
they had some older guy. I can't remember his name, but that's when they had LT was the running back. I mean, they were a good team.
Myers.
No, damn.
They had Myers.
Figured out.
Studeberg, Myers.
But they fired him the moment as soon as they lost. He was off. He was fired.
You got LT, Antonio Gates.
Dude, they had a stacked team then.
They had a stacked team, but guess what? If you can't, you were one and done.
But they fired the head coach. They didn't fire the head coach.
I would. 27.
I thought they were going to.
27-7.
I thought they were going to, but they decided to keep Staley, and they just got rid of Lombardi instead. They said the offensive coordinator was the issue, and I'm just like Schottenheimer. There you go, Marty Schottenheimer.
Yeah, there we go. Yep.
Yeah, that was who it was.
No excuse. No excuse, man. No excuse. Come on, Chargers.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Akers, you had the running back. He had an awesome game, and
there was a lot of good. I watched that whole game too, and I will tell you this: I have never seen
Eckler. I don't know why I'm saying Akers. Eckler
I've never seen
two touchdowns. I mean he didn't do nothing in yards, but he did get two touchdowns. But
dude, have you ever seen a more terrible quarterback play in the first half than you did by the Jaguars?
4 interceptions, but he came back 4 touchdowns.
He did, and he did that as well. But the thing that stood out to me was like, dude, that was probably You might have set a record for being the worst quarterback ever in the playoffs.
Let me tell you something.
Turn it around and come back and win it
He
still.
said Ingram, Kurt, Jones, all you guys, Marvin Jones. I need all you guys. Somebody need to get touchdowns. I'll get one. Guess what? They all got some touchdowns, man. It's
Do you
just
know? You know who
epic.
the best one though that had the best performance? I think for a quarterback standpoint.
You talking about
And
it in the wild
this is
card
a
right
quarter.
now?
This in the wild card. This is a quarterback that I critiqued
Okay.
throughout the season. And he had a lovely nickname. I think it was called Danny Dimes. God, you know what? He earned my respect. I mean, he earned it throughout the season as it is,
Mm-hmm.
but he was on another level.
78
And
yards
I've
rushing,
never,
over 300 yards passing. He showed
I've
up.
never seen. He
Yep.
showed up, and
Mhm.
he's a free agent. There,
Yeah.
like, and I was talking to. We live streamed that one on Sportscast and
Mhm.
Sports Talk on for the Vikings Giants game because Victor's a Giants fan. I'm in Minnesota, but we live streamed it in San Diego, and I were talking about this. There are 38 quarterbacks that are free agents. Now,
Mhm.
some of those 38 will get franchise tagged or contracts before that. Daniel Jones is one of those. Guarantee you, after that performance, he's going to get a contract. He's going to be. The Giants will not let him go. Because that
Uh,
was just. He had no interceptions too. That's another thing. 24-35, 301 yards, 2
mm,
touchdowns, and 17 carries for 78 yards. And on top of that, Saquon Barkley. I've never seen him look so good. I mean, most of the time it's
yeah.
because he's injured.
Right. Well, he
He's
did
usually
get
injured, but
he got 53 rushing yards. He got 56 passing yards. He did get 2 touchdowns. He had one 28 long rushing. Was as long as rush was 28
yeah.
yards.
Can we give a shout out to Asaya Hodgins? I don't even know who he
105
was.
yards. Well, he showed up 105 yards and a touchdown.
Dude, I didn't even know who he was.
Hey, don't forget Darius Slayton. You know, he caught a
Slayton?
long
Yeah,
one,
Slayton did.
47.
Slayton.
He caught a
Yeah.
long pass for 40. Hell, that was half of what he did. They look good, but hold on. All respect though, my boy TJ Hawkinson showed up. Man. Showed
Hawkinson,
up.
10 catches, 129
He
yards.
showed up. He showed up.
Um, but I think this is the issue that the Vikings had. They fell behind. They kept having to come back, which is what they've done all season long. And we
Right.
had a couple of people that said that luck that they had was going to run out, and it did. And it started with the fact that they had to rely on Cousins. He had to
Yeah.
carry the game because they were whatever reason they refused to use the running game. I'm sorry, Dalvin Cook if he had 15 carries, he should have had way more than 60 yards.
Well,
That's awful. That is
the only
terrible.
thing the only thing is though that it's those rushers and blockers, and I mean
They were hurt though, so they did have some injuries there. I mean, it wasn't as bad as another team that we'll
we'll
discuss.
discuss.
With
Um,
that was
what
there
I
was
mean,
another team that
this
had
is
some.
what we, but this is what you get when you get the Vikings. They can have a
Yep, this
wonderful
has been their season. This is
This
how
is
they've been all
Vikings
season
ball.
long.
They can have
Yep,
a wonderful
I will.
season. Close the door, please.
Do you know another thing I noticed? If you look at the Super Wild Card weekend, you notice there was a trend with the scores. There
Yes,
was
I.
only one game that was what I would consider a blowout score, and that was this red and gold team.
Well, I'm not even gonna lie, man. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. I was a little. Seahawks
Halftime
first
scared me, man.
first quarter. Gino was playing some ball. They were actually doing good, and their running back Walker, he looked. I mean, he looked good, man.
Yeah,
Kenneth Walker looked great.
yeah.
DK Metcalf, 136 yards 2 touchdowns. It was that 50-yard burger, man. Like Jimmy, I saw Gino throw that pass, man, and Jimmy, he got burnt. Metcalf, man, you can't let Metcalf and you can't let Lockett get loose because they will score some touchdowns on you. But it was a totally different story the second half.
Yeah,
Thank you, Laura, for CMC. Thank you, Christian McCaffrey. Thank you, 119 yards. He did 68. Oh my God, when he ran that, whoo, oh God, oh my God, Debo. Thank you, Debo. Thank you, Brandon. Oh my God, Jawan Jennings. He could have had a damn touchdown, but he dropped the damn ball. And then, shout out to Elijah Mitchell. He got a receiving TD. Um, and then Purdy. I'm sorry, Purdy. Thank you, Purdy. Thank you,
bro.
you, Purdy.
He is. I don't even know with him. He is just on a whole nother level. So someone I did not expect that this kind of performance, just stepping up to the plate and basically saying, "This is my team now."
This wild card weekend, you watch the GOAT Tom Brady. All due respect, he did not have a great game, but then you see a young kid that was picked last in the draft, pretty much almost like Tom Brady. Look what this guy Purdy is doing, some amazing stuff, and
It,
so
you were
he, it,
with how, and he's just getting started. He is
I
just
agree.
getting
He
started.
is he right now in the Bay Area, out here in San Francisco. He's the man. Purdy is the man. I'm sorry, Trey. You lost his team. And Jimmy, thank you for the memories, Jimmy. But right now, it's all
You know
about
what?
Purdy.
Though? No disrespect to Jimmy, because I don't know if you guys would have been in the playoffs.
No,
Jimmy
no.
got you guys there.
Jimmy
It
saved it.
just
He
he just
saved it. He
he
saved it.
saved that season
Yeah.
and carried you guys to the playoffs. It just happened that Brock said, "Now it's my time," and Brock
And
took that mantle and just went
he took.
and
He's not.
just
He's not. He's not playing like a backup. He's not even. I mean,
no.
this is what
I
this is
don't even.
how legends. If you look, his father was a Dan Marino fan. That's why his number is 13. His father has a picture of him as a baby holding him up to a poster of Dan Marino. It was like, oh, and then the lightning bolts and the thunder gods had hit Purdy when he was a baby. It said the future. He is going to go to the San Francisco. He's going to go to Santa Clara, and he's going to become the next Joe Montana, the next Steve Young. Greatness.
Well,
Jerry
hey,
Rice.
as
Greatness.
long if he's going to be the next Steve Young, just make sure the kid knows slide. When
Oh
you
yeah.
run, slide.
Bro.
Don't be pulling the Steve Young
Oh my
and head first.
God. He did some stuff in this last game that scared me. But he's a smart kid. He's a smart kid.
Yeah.
He did little hiccups at the
You know which
last
one?
game.
You know, out of the games that
What's going on, Crow?
the biggest, the one that I'm concerned about, the team that I'm concerned about is the Bills.
Allen,
They squeaked
Josh.
out. I
Yeah, they
love
did.
Josh Allen,
Josh,
but they squeaked
he,
out a
he
win
squeaked- they
over
they shouldn't have
that.
won that game, bro.
No.
They
Hey,
shouldn't
Crow,
have
what's
won.
going on, buddy?
I thought
My,
Josh Allen was trying to hand it over to the Dolphins, man, but
my chat overlay thing is not working. So in Restream, it's not working. So I just got it pulled up. That's how I was
I
able. I
got
have
you.
it.
I got you covered.
Okay.
I got you
I
covered.
got the browser too, so I was able to figure it out. That's why I happened to see it pop up. But yeah,
Gotcha.
I mean, I don't. When I saw that he fumbled, he got sacked for a 17-yard loss, fumbled the ball, and then the Dolphins scored. I was like, oh no. You know, I'm like, I didn't even care about the sack that he got sacked. I'm just like, Jesus, 17 yards. Is he okay? Did he get up? That's all I care about. Like, I
Right.
know he'll rebound, but is he healthy? Like, I don't like seeing him go down because the dude. I mean, he's a big dude anyways.
Yeah.
But I was just like
Yeah.
a 17-yard sack, and he fumbled. I mean, because it wasn't just one fumble. He fumbled twice. He threw an
He fumbled
interception. I'm
twice,
just
threw
like,
an interception. Yeah.
I was like, oh God, it's the old Bills coming back from the '90s. Oh no. I said,
Um.
this is what we saw with the Bills in the '90s when they were in the Super Bowl and they would still
Right.
lose.
Yeah.
I was worried about it. They pulled off the
Well,
win,
well,
so
well,
bravo. But
well. First off,
oh
let's give a huge shout out to Stephon Diggs. Did you see that pass that Gabe Davis caught? That amazing catch that he caught, man! Like
yes,
holy crap!
oh
Shout
yeah.
out to Knox got a touchdown. Cole Beasley got a touchdown.
I didn't.
Um,
You know what? To be fair, I thought he was retired, and then I saw his name pop up on the screen. I was like, oh shit, he's still playing.
he scored a
Dude, I
touchdown.
honestly thought he was retired at that.
Nah,
And then
they
I was
went.
like, oh damn,
Nah, they went and got. Now
the
there's
guy can still play.
but you know what, guys? It don't matter how you win, just get in. And so the Bills are in there. They got to clean up the little oopsies. But but nobody did a oopsie like your boy Huntley on the Ravens. Oh God.
Oh,
God. Please tell me, did you see that? You're
I did.
on
I watched that. I watched that one as well.
you're on the goal line. You got one job, and that's just to hold on to the ball. Let me tell you something. You hold that ball and you jump over. And what did he do? He let the ball go. Not
Yeah.
only did he let the ball go, but the other
All right.
team got the
I
ball
think
and
it's
ran
this
it
one.
all the way down for
There's a
a damn touchdown.
Oh yeah, that was. I just was like, oh, that's terrible. Why would you do
That is
that?
the worst.
While we're
That's how.
doing that, I'm looking. There's a highlight I want to see.
All right.
I want to pull up to share.
That's how Cincinnati got in. That's how Cincinnati got in, man. All I got to say is Ravens, pay Lamar pay Jackson, man. Get a guy his money. You know damn well Huntley ain't gonna get you deep into the playoffs.
Oh hell
Um
no.
I mean Huntley got what 226 yards. He did get 2 touchdowns. He did get an interception. He had a rating of 92. Um, yeah, I don't know. Oh, and he did run. Huntley ran 54, 9 carries for 54 yards.
Yeah,
Mark Andrews,
Hubbard was the one that did that fumble return for 98 yards. God,
whew,
that's crazy.
man, that is the worst to lose the game. That is. I mean, I would have just fumbled, okay, but to get the ball and take it to the house in the other day, like, oh, that hurt. That hurt. I felt sorry for Baltimore, but I don't know.
Oh, let's see. Schedule wise, let me see. Go back to because I think we talked all the divisional teams, correct?
Let's
All
see.
the wild card round we talked to Giants, Vikings, Dolphins, Bills, Chargers. We made fun of the Chargers.
Congratulations to the Cowboys. They
You
are
know,
in. They're
they
in.
are, and I
They're
gave
in.
them a hell of a time for that.
I
The
picked the
one and
Cow. Just so you
done.
know,
I
guys, I
mean,
did pick. I picked the Cowboys. I picked the
yeah,
Cowboys. But guess what? It's a different story when they come to Santa Clara. It's gonna be a different story.
are they going to have a? Well, the real question is when they show up there, are they going to have a kicker? Because
They're giving the kicker,
is
from what I've read, they're gonna give this kid another chance. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
hey,
That
you know
you
what I
got
hear?
one job. You got one job. You're the kicker. You can't
I
do it on
hear
a point
Tom
after.
Cruise. Tom Cruise said he could play. He could come out and kick the ball.
I mean,
I mean, I was like,
we ain't talking, folks. We're not talking a 56-yard or a 60-yard or a 40. We're talking a point after kick. Kid is missing it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your job is the kicker. Kicker. Now I heard they're gonna give him another. I read on ESPN they're gonna give this kid another chance. I don't know. There's a lot of kickers out there, man. You can't. Those are points, crucial points you need in a wild card or playoff game. Those points add up. Thank God that they beat the Buccaneers down and they didn't need those points. But
Got it.
damn.
There we go.
All right,
Okay,
got it.
I got the. I just this is one of the greatest plays you will ever see in the history of football,
Here we
and
go.
I'm even gonna put the audio on for this one. Actually, I don't know if
Sports
it'll work because hold on.
Sportscast.
There,
Sports Talk
okay,
101.
there's no
Here we go.
audio, so we'll just share it. Bro, look at this. Wait. I watched that so many
Yeah,
damn times,
yeah.
dude. I mean, I've never seen that shit. That was the slickest move
Danny,
I've
Danny
ever seen a
Dimes.
quarterback do. And I mean, you know how many people fell for that shit?
Yeah,
Because even I would have. I honestly thought he threw it. I mean, they played that to a T. That
yeah,
was. I swear to God, that's got to be one of the best moves I have ever seen a team do. The only one that was just. I don't even think there was another one that I watched. It was a 4th and 1, and they lined up 3 backs. And you thought it was going to be, they had it down packed that it was going to be this quarterback sneak right up the middle. And
mm,
nope, he went out and ran daylight. And I'm like, oh, damn. But
yeah.
I mean, dude, I watched that and I watched the highlight and I'm like, every time I'm just like, God damn. Danny Tricks he got some sneaky tricks up his sleeve because that was so slick to pull off. And not one person knew what the hell was going on.
No, no, no,
Oh, I was
no.
impressed with that move. Yeah, God damn it, Brady.
Brady's done,
Well,
dude. He's
it is
done.
what it is with
He's
the
done. And I just want to make a quick announcement. Antonio Brown,
yes.
brother, from a brother to another brother. All right, what you're doing to your baby mama, okay? And I'm not even gonna even mention, show, or talk about, but her kids or your kids, okay? Your kids, that's their mama that you're posting pictures on Snapchat and showing those videos. That is disgusting. That's horrible. That's low, man. I hope that CTE kicking in or something and you're not, I mean, you lost your mind. You need help, brother. Get you some help. Because to do that, I don't care how mad you are with this woman, but those kids, your kids, that's their mother that you're exploiting and putting stuff in your business out there. It's wrong, brother. You need to check yourself. And I'm just gonna end it up on that note. I'm just gonna end it. And then one more thing, Jeff, don't come out here to San Francisco with your Dallas Cowboy jersey. I'm just saying. And another thing, don't give me, Santiago, and my man here, Vet, the birds. All right. Your team ain't done nothing yet. Nothing yet. You have to come through us to get to the promised land. All right. That's all I gotta say. And that was
All
bad,
right.
vulgar what you did
Yeah.
on Twitter. Okay.
I'm not going to get involved with that. I'll let you do the preaching on that one.
Not a
Um,
problem, man.
Divisional round. Jacksonville, the number 4 seed going up against the Chiefs. I'm not even going to say that I would pick the Jacksonville because no part of me believes that they could, but I will use this as the humorous one. That one, I am picking the Chiefs to win that, but I would love to see Jacksonville pull up the upset of the century and knock the Chiefs out. Could it be done? It could. Is it going to? Probably not. But you never know in the NFL. That's one of the best things I love about American football is every given Sunday is never the same. You never know what the hell could happen. So there's always the possibility that Jacksonville could get somehow by the gods they could win and beat the Chiefs because I don't even predict them to be where they are. I didn't predict them to be in the divisional round. That should have been a one
I'm
seed.
gonna say this: Tyreek Hills. Be careful what you say, because it just might bite you on the butt. Who knocked you out? Jacksonville Jaguars knocked you guys out. And now who are they going to play? They're playing the
Mm.
Kansas City Chiefs. And guess who's
That-
going and guess who's going I'm sorry, this is where it stops. I give all due respect. Jacksonville, awesome game, awesome comeback. But there's one man that's already won a Super Bowl. And he already showed you he can throw it. He's got one of the number one, and I love me some Kittle, but I got to do respect. Kelsey, they got a tight end. Kelsey, Patrick Mahomes, beating the Jacksonville Jaguars. Period.
and I agree with you. I'm using this because there's always the possibility that something goes wrong and somehow Jacksonville pulls off a miracle win. We know that the likelihood of that it's like a zero. Their chances of winning are probably 0.000% 1%. They've got the slimmest chance ever in the history of football of beating the Chiefs. But there's still that possibility. I'm not, and we know that ain't going to happen. If it did, dear God in heaven, I would find that hilarious. And I probably would be out there trolling the Chiefs.
They're going to Arrowhead. Arrowhead is loud.
It's going to be a bloodbath.
The chants are
I feel.
loud.
I mean, look,
It's cold.
Bravo. The fact that
Cold.
the fact that they are going to play the Chiefs in the division round is a testament to that team and what they've done compared to what they were last year. So I give them credit for that.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it's who you're facing.
Now
If
wait
the
a
Ravens
minute.
had won, I think
Now
y'all would have been a better chance.
Now, I will say they do have Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson has won a Super Bowl.
Yep.
Andy Reid has won a Super Bowl. You got two great coaches. You got an awesome
I think it'll be a good
quarterback
matchup.
in Trevor. But Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City.
Yeah. I'm gonna skip the NFC one. We'll just get over the AFC. The other AFC game, divisional game, is gonna probably be an emotional game because you got the Bills and the Bengals.
Yep.
The rematch that was supposed to be their final season game, they're finally getting to have, and I think that is going to be one of the most emotional games performances by both teams. I think that will probably be one of the best games to watch, and it's going to be because of with Hamlin and the fact that he's home watching. I don't know if he'll be there for that one. He may end up showing up for that one, but the fact that
Right.
he's at home, he was watching.
Right.
I don't even know how that's even possible, but
Right.
he's got some damn good guardian angels watching him over him. But I think that one, I'm still going for the Bills. Still going for the Bills.
I think Case and Burrow's gonna have a hell of a day, but my man Stephon Diggins is gonna have even a bigger day, and Josh
I would
Allen.
love. I gave a jokingly pick that I said it was going to be the Niners and the Bengals in the Super Bowl, but there's the other one that I think the more realistic one is going to be you will see the Niners facing the Bills in the Super Bowl. And since we're discussing the Niners, they've got a matchup as well on Sunday evening on
Yeah,
Fox and Fox
yeah,
Sports and Fox
yeah.
Deportes.
Mm.
They're facing the Dallas Cowboys. I will refrain from using other terms for them. And maybe their kicker will show up. I give them credit. They did a fantastic job taking
Maybe
out Brady.
if I remember, maybe the quarterback will learn to hand the ball to the referee and don't let the clock run out.
Oof.
Remember?
Anything's possible.
I
Look, they
remember
had a.
that.
I do too. When they were one and done last year, I get it. They did not finish. They didn't go one and done this year. Bravo to them. They had a hell of a season. They finished. They did a fantastic job this season. They did great. They
You know,
took out Brady.
And all due respect, they have a wonderful defense. They got a
Yeah,
defense. Guess
they
what? We got the number one defense.
now
They
the difference between them and Purdy is on fire, but I will say that I think the
he's
Cowboys have the upper hand. At
I agree.
quarterback, they have the upper hand, and that's about it. They may have receivers, but they don't have the upper hand with the running game. The running game, I'm giving that to the Niners. I'm
Right.
sorry. I know the Cowboys have Zeke, but that's hit or miss with him. It's when he wants to be a runner versus a blocker. And no disrespect to what's his name.
I'm worried about their tight end Schultz. They got an awesome tight end
Schultz
Schultz
is
and
Schultz
CD
was fan.
Lambs. They got Lambs. They
Yep.
also got Ty. Hey, don't think Ty Hilton is
No, that's what I'm saying
can,
is they've got receivers
they got
and
receivers.
they're tight end. So I'm just count the tight end. I'm lumping that in with the receivers. They have a great receiving core. They have a
Yeah,
fantastic and excellent quarterback. That will be the
it's gonna
factor,
be a good
deciding
game.
factor.
It's
Yeah, I think that will
gonna be
be,
a good
and their
game.
defense is spot on. So this is going to be a fantastic bat. This will bring back memories for those that used to back in the '90s. This, I think, is what we're going to see. We're going to see that old school shit that we used to watch because I
Right
remember growing up in the '90s, and it was always the Niners and the Cowboys, or the
now,
Cowboys and Redskins.
now I'm gonna
That's what
tell
it
you.
was.
I'm gonna tell you that Dak passing out like he did with the Buccaneers, that ain't happening in Santa Clara. I'm telling you that right now. All that airing that ball out, and them guys is unless Jimmy Ward, please do not get burned by Lamb. Don't get burned by the Hilt, Ty, all those guys. Just play
Yeah.
your game, man. Stick to the player. Stick to the player.
Like I said, I think this is going to be a good game because you've got two of the best defenses in the league in the NFC going up against each other. You've got both teams have hot offenses. So I
Mhm.
think it's going to be a good matchup. I think this is going to bring back, like I said, I know you remember the matchups with Dallas and San Francisco back in the '90s.
Oh,
The
I sure
the
do.
Troy Aikman versus Steve Young era with both
I sure
defense
do.
were
Sure
spot
do.
on. I mean, that's what this reminds me of. It's like we're gonna get to witness it just with a new cast of players. Um, and the biggest one is the number one seed going up against the number six underdog,
Yeah.
the Eagles taking on the Giants, who
Come
took
on,
down
man.
my mother effing team.
You know who I'm going with, and I'm
I
going
know
with.
you're going with. I think a lot of people will go with the Eagles. I mean, minus Victor. My concern with the Eagles is Jalen Hurts because we don't know how healthy how he's going to perform. I don't expect him to be terrible because
Right.
he's been like a freaking all-star all season long, but
Right.
because he's coming off of an injury, he didn't get to play. All he's going to have a little bit of rust. So I'm
But
just concerned
but
with that
that's
and
why.
it's the
But
and the,
that's why you become the number one team because you get a bye. You get a
yeah.
rest.
So I'm
Hopefully.
hoping that yeah, I'm hoping that will be enough to heal him up. And he'll come out strong. I mean it's NFC, so I'm okay with either team. It don't really matter because in the end of the day, whoever wins that one is still going to lose to San Francisco next week, so it don't really
I,
matter.
I'm seeing green in my future. Fly Eagles, fly. That's who
I mean
I'm seeing.
and we really don't know. I think this is going to be a fun one to watch because you're going to see Jalen Hurts running all over the place. We're going to see
Mhm.
Daniel Jones running all over the place. And to be fair, if he plays the way he did last week against the Eagles, plays the way he did against the Vikings against the Eagles this week, um, the Eagles better step up. They're going to have to shut him down because if they don't perform at a high level and the Giants and Daniel Jones perform that high, the Giants are going to win that one, and that's going to be another upset. And that is where we are with the divisional round, which and then we'll get to chat about that next week. So now we're gonna shift over and finish out with news and updates and things, and
We
we'll I
got
think
we got some we
I
got
think
some
we'll actually
firing.
finish right on time today, dude, because it's the playoffs,
Well,
so
it's the
there's not a whole
playoffs.
lot to talk about.
Hey, you're in. you're in, you're out, you're out. And
Yep. So we don't talk about the losing teams because the
no,
reality is if you ain't first, you last. It's just simple as that.
that's
That's the
right.
motto I always live by. But one of the news that's been running around the NFL was the Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers says, "quote I think I can win MVP again in the right situation." To me, that what that tells me, if you read into it, is one, he's not done playing. But I also don't believe that he will be in Green Bay next year. I think he's going to be the way that he's in the right situation is the key that tells me he's going to be somewhere else. He's going to be on a team, but he's going to want to be on a team that will get him into the playoffs. I think he could be an
And,
MVP anywhere, depending on the right team. I think he can be an MVP anywhere he goes. He can elevate. It's like what Brady used to do and elevate players in New England to make them excel. He would turn people that were at the tail end of their career and then elevate them to like superstardom again. He did that with Randy Moss. But I think it'll be interesting to see where Rodgers wants to go. He hasn't said anything about his future, but the fact
mhm,
that he's out there saying well, I could get MVP if I in the right situation means that tells me he don't want to finish. I don't think he wants it to be over with this kind of because he was asked Pat McAfee was on the Pat McAfee show and he said McAfee asked him he's like or Roger said do I still think I can play? Of course I do. Can I play at a high level? Yep, the highest. I think I can win MVP again in the right situation. So right situation is that Green Bay, is it somewhere else. I'm not sure. That was his words.
mhm.
That's why I think that he's thinking, let's move somewhere else. I think so. It'll be interesting to see where he wants to go next season.
Well, the Raiders are going to be looking for somebody. The Colts are going to be looking for somebody. Uh,
Oh,
I think also the Jets, because I don't think they're cool with their quarterback there.
could you
Atlanta
imagine him going to Las Vegas?
could happen. He wants to go to a big market. He's not going to go to, a small team that really he want.
He doesn't want a rebuilding team. He doesn't want to have to help rebuild a team. He wants
Nope.
basically a team that's geared for a Super Bowl. And
So you can scratch the Colts. The Colts is not ready.
Colts are
You
off.
can,
Carolina, get rid of that one.
but you know what? I don't think he go to. Guess who's at the Raiders? Devontae Adams.
That's why I brought that up. He's going to get his receiver back. They've already got a buttload of talent as it is. They've got more talent than the
Well, they
Packers
got they
have.
got they got they got an awesome big tight end out
They've
there.
got Devontae. They've got a
They
running
got
game.
Devontae. They
They've
got a
got a
running game.
defense. They've got an offensive line that can protect him. I mean, if you let me ask you this: if Rodgers were to sign with the Raiders, do you say that for next season? Do you put them Super Bowl contenders?
Yeah.
Given with the talent that they have right now, okay.
I'm just. I mean, Derek Carr. I'm sorry, man, but he's not. I won't say Derek Carr is a scrub, but he just ain't got that the clutch. And that's one thing I'll give the Aaron Rodgers, the Tom Brady's, even Russell, the clutch. They can turn it around and win games.
Yeah.
Um, Derek Carr. I'm sorry, and you had your boy Devontae Adams. They got you
And
Devontae Adams, and you guys.
I think if Rodgers had been there with Devontae, I think that would be a different team. I honestly think if Rodgers wants a Super Bowl and if he wants one more year to get an MVP and get a Super Bowl, I think he's going to really be looking at the Raiders. And it wouldn't surprise me if Devontae is like, hey, Aaron, you wanna come over here? We got an opening for a quarterback. We'd love to have you.
Well, he wants someone to give him the ball, and Aaron Rodgers is the person that can do
Oh
that
yeah.
for him. So,
I also heard the 49ers lost somebody that went to the Titans.
Well, I heard he's talking with the Titans.
What the news that I pulled up, Ian or let's see, Ian Rappaport, Mike Murphy.
Raiders still need a freaking defense. Well, that's what the general manager and I agree. No, you're right.
Yeah, no,
Kevin,
agree.
shut up.
And Kevin, we're just talking quarterback status because
But you're
you
right.
would love for your team to have Rodgers there.
I'm just
But no, so what I was hitting with the Titans, they actually have finalized
yes,
a hire
yes,
of San Francisco 49ers director of player personnel, Rand
yes.
Carthon,
GM,
as their new GM.
GM. Yep.
I've noticed a lot of 49ers office people or coaching staff that end up going elsewhere, and they still seem to do just as good. It's like they lose somebody, and it
hmm
doesn't change how good the team is.
it tells you, and it's weird because once upon a time ago, York, he was on the same level as your dude over there with the Washington Commanders, Snyder.
Well, I know
York was
Raider guy said the Raiders also need and a good owner and a coach. And are you sure you're talking about the Raiders or are you talking about Washington? Because I'm very confused because what I see is Washington, but I know
uh,
you're talking the Raiders. Um, Todd Bowles though with the Bucks said they're not sure. There hasn't been any decisions on what they're going to do with Byron Leftwich. Because I guess he hasn't gotten canned either. So
I
there's
mean,
that.
I mean, uh, they did win a Super Bowl. You can never. That's one thing.
Yeah.
He has won a Super Bowl.
I will. So Todd Bowles also said the off-season plans they're not rebuild. They're never rebuilding. He's calling it you always reload. I don't know if that's the terminology. I think he's trying to find a way to manipulate the words so it doesn't sound like he's rebuilding, but that's exactly what they're gonna have to do.
Let me tell you something. Tom Brady leaves. Guess what you doing? You doing a
You
damn
rebuilding?
rebuilding.
That's
you rebuild.
exactly right.
You
So
rebuilding. You ain't
I
reloading
also
nothing.
the Browns got a new defensive coordinator. They
Yeah.
hired Jim Schwartz. I don't think it's going to help anything until you get rid of your quarterback that you pissed away all your money on. But to each their own, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Um,
I get
the NFC East. Here's a nice little tidbit. The NFC East became the first division since 1997 to have 3 teams make the divisional round.
you. Yeah.
So yeah, that was interesting. And I'm not even going to pull up the clip because I really don't care to because I'm sure everybody has seen it. If you have been on, if you use social media, if you use Twitter, if you watch ESPN, I'm sure even ESPN was showing highlights of Mike McCarthy rocking that gigantic chain and trying to. I think it was a dance, but I'm not sure if he was trying to shake the chain off his neck. I
Right.
mean, it was just had the Dallas logo, but I don't know. No, he was like waving. I don't know what he was doing. I thought it was a stroke or something. I was like, oh my God, someone get medical attention. And then he stops and laughs. I'm like, oh, okay, he's fine. I was like, I've never seen, I'm like, there are some people you don't dance. No, McCarthy, don't do that. Just coach your team. That's what you seem to be doing. And you know what? I was wrong. I gave the Cowboys a lot of shit all season long.
well,
McCarthy, I said, was a yes man, but hey,
mhm.
he's got his team in the divisional round, and my
well,
team's at home still.
well, the Bengals owner wants long career of quarterback Joe Burrow in Cincy. So
I
Bengals team president Mike Brown said he hopes quarterback Joe Burrow enjoys a long career in Cincinnati, but he understands that it will come at a price for the reigning
um
AFC champion. Pay that man. Pay that
so
man.
well, he wants him a long career in Cincy. So what he's saying is that he's going to go and sign the best offensive line, right? Because it don't matter how much you pay them if you're not going to. I mean, he can't keep getting sacked 50 times a season
Right.
or just getting the crap beat knocked out of him because your offensive line is complete and utter garbage. So that's what that tells me. Like what you
Well,
said.
hope Joe Burrow cross-eyed. I'll take the money. I mean, this guy, he's gonna get his bell ring. But I
Oh,
guarantee it, he'll still take the money and he'll still be in Cincy. And then you make sure you get the other guy too. You got to get Chase. Get those. That's a tandem. You got to get those two guys.
Yeah. Let's see. Browns. I'm just looking to see if there was any other news worth talking about. Like I said, I was wrong with Prescott. I mean, not really with Prescott, but with the Cowboys in general. And
Mhm.
that's just because I'm a Washington fan, so that's just me being that way. But I'm just like Prescott stepped it up, man. 11 interceptions, fumbling 4 times in his last 7 games, and then he blows apart Tampa with a 5 touchdown performance, 329 yards, and gets rid of the Packers. So,
But he played.
uh,
But the Bucks played like a bunch of old men. They were tired.
because they are,
And then,
they
and
are.
then they off. I mean,
So,
and
and
then
here's one that
they,
here's one that baffles me. So I saw the Cardinal, not this one, but I'm just going to go. This will be a quick one. Is the Cardinals just hired Titans executive Monty Ossenfort as their new general manager because they
Mhm.
fired everybody and said we're going to rebuild. Um, and then I saw Jim Harbaugh's remaining head coach for University of Michigan because there was a lot of talk. There were rumors throughout the NFL rumor pool that Jim Harbaugh was going to come back and coach somebody.
He did a
Um,
wonderful job with the Niners when he was here.
he
He did
did. He
great.
did. My the one that's a head scratcher for me, the Dolphins GM Chris Grier maintains support of Tua, and says he's still our starting quarterback. Why? Why? I mean,
You talking about because he gets
I don't.
hurt and they need him, he
I,
ain't there? Is that what you're
I,
talking about?
I guess. I mean, the Dolphins brass on Monday expressed its desire to go forward with Tua in 2023 and beyond as a decision on his 5th-year option lies ahead. And I'm just like, what has he done besides get injured? And then you're going back to then you're doing the quarterback carousel. You're
I
no part
think
of that
it's.
team has had a stable quarterback since they're still doing the same thing. They
But
what did they do when
you gonna go with Skylar Thompson? You gonna go with Scott? Is that your future? I mean, who do they got? You gonna go with
they're gonna
Bridgewater?
have
He's another guy that gets hurt and can't
I
show up.
I think I think what they need to do is they, personally what I think, and this is just my opinion, is get rid of
Uh,
Tua, get rid of Bridgewater, um, pick up somebody in free agency that you can get to that can maintain that's decent enough. There's 38 quarterbacks that are free agents this year. Yes, some of them will not be free agents by the free agency mark, but they are still listed currently. Grab one that you can keep for about 2 years, and look at the draft. Get somebody good, build them up. That's not going to be. And when you draft a quarterback, don't draft somebody that's already effing injured. Don't
See,
draft someone that you're
I
already
got,
having to pay
I
to get
got, I got,
healthy.
I got another. You keep Tua, and you just go get your quarterback. Have this guy sit, watch Tua. My leg. Tua get, and then
I'm
this
just
kid.
like it baffles my mind because I'm just like he's been every time he gets injured, then it's a quarterback carousel. Then you don't know what to do. They did that the day when they drafted Tua. They did the exact same thing because Tua got injured. Guess what? Fitzpatrick's now the starter. Oh, Fitzpatrick had a bad day. Let's put Tua in. Oh, Tua's doing not so good. Let's flip and do another one. And then they did the same thing this season. So
But they're
it's
but
they're going through that quarterback carousel.
they're looking in between. No, he's had a 400 and something yard game. He gets the
Yeah.
balls to Waddle, to
Then he
Hill.
runs and he goes for that running play. And oh no, he slipped and fell and his head hit the grass on his own. And now he's got a concussion. You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of oh god, it was a Washington quarterback that did that. Um is it Heath Schuler? Yes. Good
Well, no,
old Heath
this
Schuler. Because Schuler was a semi decent quarterback, but Schuler
you
was
go
also
you
injury
get.
prone.
I'll tell you, if I was get the guy some protection. You
Yeah, there's
protect
these
your
things called
investment.
helmets, but I think what he needs is bubble wrap inside his helmet to maintain.
I'm
So
not. I'm
if
tired.
some,
Oh, line. You have to get a
no, I know
better
what you're talking about. I know what
offensive
you're talking
line.
about.
You got to get. You got to get a better offensive line. I mean, come on,
No,
dude.
I know.
I mean, look at Purdy. Purdy's back there. He's throwing the ball. Look at Patrick Mahomes. I mean,
So
hell.
you know, so I'm looking. I was looking at the injury list for the upcoming games.
Mhm.
Bengals and Bills, no injuries reported.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing. Except there is one that was day to day because he dislocated his kneecap, a left tackle for the Bengals.
That
And I
hurt.
actually watched that. I saw that because when he went down, you saw
Ooh.
him holding his knee and writhing in pain. So, and I know how that feels because I've done that before.
Well,
No, currently there's no
hey,
injuries for the Cowboys
hey,
Niners.
Patrick Mahomes' knee fell down his leg, and he said, "Man, push that back up and put me in the game." And they was like, "No, we can't do that. We cannot
Mm,
do that. You gotta sit out."
ouch.
So yeah,
So I think we'll get ready to wrap it up here. Let's just go with we did our pretty much our predictions. Let's based off of
I need
where
to
we're
hear,
at right now.
I need to hear
Well,
because
no. I want to do the super. I want to do Super Bowl picks because obviously every week is going to change until we get to the this week until we get to
right,
the championship. So who do you think at this stage with the current teams that are in the playoffs still? Who do you think is going to be in the Super Bowl?
it is going to be a rematch of an old Super Bowl matchup where my team lost. Kansas
Ooh.
City, here we come.
Oh snap! All right. I'm the only difference with mine is I think it's going to be I'm torn between two. I've got the Niners going all the way, but I am torn between two, and it's either Cincinnati or Buffalo. I it's one or the other. I think can sneak in. My main pick is going to be Buffalo to get in, so it'll be a San Francisco Buffalo Super Bowl with the Niners winning.
Hmm.
But I think it'd be really cool to see San Francisco and Cincinnati again as well, because we've seen that before in the past. But we've also seen the Chiefs one too. So.
Telling you,
I
man,
mean, would
Patrick.
I love to see the Giants make it? I would love to see the Giants make it. Would I love to see Jacksonville somehow finagle away? Dude, the internet would break if
So
Jacksonville made it all the way.
I'm gonna tell you this, guys, and there's guys I know on the Sportscast Network that's probably not gonna like me saying this, but I don't give a damn because it's freedom of speech. But you're not your New York Giants and your Jacksonville Jaguars. There's an old story that I used to saw on Disney, and it was called Cinderella. And when the clock strikes, those glass slippers turn into beat up shoes. That wonderful, beautiful dress turns into rags. Well, guess what? Their Cinderella story is going to be over soon. And the real dominant team will prevail. And that's going to be my 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, the Eagles, they're a hell of a team. Hell of a team. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think the
I
championship.
don't
I
know.
think you're right about that. I think the championship will be Philly and San Francisco, with, but I still think the Niners are going to win it. I think the Niners are going all the way this year. I think this is their year to go all the way and win it.
The only thing that scares me, and I'm just being honest, is I love Brock Purdy. I love the story, but he's inexperienced. He is a rookie, and lots of teams are watching film. He has played games and he's made mistakes. I hope someone doesn't exploit or expose him, but he
Yep.
has played some games.
Yeah.
But dang it, we got CMC, we got Kittles, we got Debo, we got Ayuk, we got oh my God Mitchell, we got the defense, Bosa, Ward, Jimmy. Oh my God, we got a hell of a team. Plus, but the only another thing that scares me is Shanahan. I don't like he gets too relaxed and he gets too conservative, a la the Atlanta Falcons. Kill, kill, kill. You smell blood, you put their foot on their neck, you don't let the foot up. Kill them, destroy them, and that's what we did to the Seahawks.
Yep.
We gonna do that to Dallas when they come to Santa Clara.
Well, guys, with that being said, that will be our final thought. This has been a blast as always. We'll be back here next week, same time, same place, talking football, discussing the fallout of the division round because it's something. There will be at least one crazy upset. I'm almost positive we'll see that. And I'm sure Twitter will be abound. And you'll see me getting to bring in my highlight reel of Stephen A. with his laughing because we know that's going to happen too.
What about them? And guys, like I said, anything can happen on any given Sunday.
Yep.
Jacksonville showed that. And AB, not AP, but AB, get your head right. Antonio Brown, get your head right, man. Don't do those to your kids, man. Leave their mother, your ex, alone. Get your head right.
Honestly, I thought you were gonna pull the Will Smith move there.
Keep my name. What? No. But seriously, Antonio Brown, stop it. Those kids, man. It's your baby mama. Come on, man. Use your head. All right. Let's go.
All right. With that, we are out of here. We'll see you guys next week.